I grew up pretty much playing volleyball my entire life. All my siblings and I would play with the old men down at San Onofre. That's where we learned to smack talk, and that's where we learned to play the game and really come to love it. I think I was about 10 years old when my mom noticed that I had like this huge lump in my back. Like my right shoulder blade just stuck out. My back would just get more and more tired and more sore as the day went along, and I would just always be wanting to lay down flat in my bed. And it was after that I was like, oh, maybe there's something different or wrong with me. I don't know what's going on. I remember my first doctor's appointment. They immediately put me in a back brace. They took like a mold of my body and made a brace that like bends me sideways, and I slept in it for a few months. But after I think 6 months, they were like, wow, this is not working. Her curve is increasing dramatically. Like, we need to get her surgery because this is gonna get really bad really fast. Scoliosis is a curvature of your spine, and my spine actually had a 64-degree curve. When you get the surgery, they take 2 metal rods and they cut off 3 of your ribs, and they use that bone to fuse the rods to the ribs to your spine and just straighten up each vertebrae one by one. So it's, as you could imagine, a very invasive and very painful process. There's definitely a chance in the surgery that I could have been paralyzed. So if you don't get surgery, especially when you're young and you're still growing, your back will continue to compress and you'll continue to hunch over, and you could eventually end up crushing your organs. It was definitely a really scary thing for my parents, not really for me because they didn't tell me any of this till after. So the doctors told my parents it would definitely be 6 months before I could do anything remotely athletic whatsoever. And they also told them that I probably wouldn't be able to play volleyball the same way ever again. My parents didn't tell me that, and I think that's why I was able to come back and play volleyball, is because I had no idea I wasn't supposed to. So 4 or 5 months after the surgery, I asked my mom, actually I begged her to let me play the volleyball camp at the local high school in my city, and she gave in. I don't know why. I'm not supposed to do any athletic activity for at least 6 months, but she's like, just don't dive, don't run into anyone. But I ended up playing, and it was so fun. And of course I ended up diving, but I survived. I'm still here today, so I'm really glad she let me do that. It sort of just brought the joy back into playing and got me excited to keep going. Being on the Pepperdine Beach Volleyball team is such an honor. When people hear Pepperdine Beach Volleyball or hear that I'm one of the team members, there's definitely just an emotion of respect. I have gotten to talk to so many girls with scoliosis. Just last week, I had another person contact me and was like, can you talk to my daughter? Like, she's really struggling right now. I was like, absolutely. It's been really cool just to get to encourage them and talk to them about the process and sort of what they can expect, and what I did through it all, and the things that worked for me, the things that I would tell them to avoid. And it's just been absolutely amazing to see the courage of all these young girls. When you're going through something hard, or a really intense trial, you don't see the end picture, and you're like, how is this going to be used? Like, how could this possibly be what's best for me? It's so clear that God was not going to let that stop me. He definitely had plans for me, and it's really cool because looking back, I'm just like, wow, like this, I'm so blessed to have made it this far, and volleyball has been nothing but a joy in my life, and I'm just really happy that I get to play it.